Red, we're turning it over to you.
Okay, thanks very much, Chris. If you can monitor the
I got
those there, that'll be fantastic. Well, welcome everybody. Good to be here. And unfortunately, I've got no snazzy news backgrounds and logos for my 7-day recap in ONPASSIVE. But here goes. As always, I shall put this up on my YouTube channel and probably put in the update section of your OFounders back office, so that you can send it out to your organization if they need to get up to date. So what's been happening then over the last 7 days in ONPASSIVE? Well, let's go back to Thursday of last week. That's the 21st of March. And we had a couple of things going on there. The first one was, if you are a iPhone user on the iOS, an Android user, that was a new update for your OES app. Okay. And you should now be on a couple of new versions. If you're on Android, for the OES app, you should be on 1.0.4.7. Okay, that was updated on Thursday. And we've also since then had an update for your iOS, which is Apple, and I'll get to that in a couple more days on this recap. Also, on the 21st of March, we had the links in your ecosystem updated. Now, we've been on number 57 for a while now, and on Thursday, they updated the last 3 web pages. That is now going to 58, 59, and 60 were added to the My Links section of your ecosystem. So if you liked those websites and it is something you want to share out to people, go and have a look at those. Just copy them, paste them into any browser window, into the URL section at the top, and you'll be able to view exactly what they look like. These are coded to you guys, so if you want to send them out to people, you can do. Friday then, 21st of March, on Friday, we had a new video from Omedia, and this was to do with the collaboration through Dr. Susan Mohammed Kamal with the Arab League. Now, this is a big deal, guys, this collaboration that we have with the Arab League. It's the Arab League of Nations, so it's a conglomerate of all of those guys in that area, and Omedia released this in Arabic and also in English. Go and have a look at it. It really does show the collaborations we are making with various countries around the Arab nation. So it was fantastic to see. Also, Friday, we saw our CEO on a combined Let's O with Ron and Minu. He came on there, looked very relaxed again, guys, brought us up to date with a few things that were going on. This has been recorded, also posted in the update section of your OFounders. That was put there on Saturday by Marty, and it's also been shared on many YouTube channels as well, all over the place. So go and check that out. That happened on Friday, 22nd of March. Saturday, the 23rd of March, what happened on that? We had the update of the new OES app in iOS, which is Apple. And the latest up-to-date version of that is 1.0.11. So check that out. How do you check if you are on the latest version of the iOS app on your mobile device? Very easy, guys. Log into it. Top left-hand corner, you will see 3 dashes. Click on this, okay, and at the top, that brings down a menu bar. But at the top, you'll see ONPASSIVE. And to the right of ONPASSIVE, it will say V, which is version. And then the numbers I've either said 1.0.11 if you are on an Apple device, or if you're on Android, it 1.0.4.7. That is the latest up-to-date versions. Also, remember last week, there was an update on the OConnect app as well. If you are using OConnect on a mobile device, make sure you check that out. That was on Android only. Also, guys, Sunday, what happened on Sunday? Well, late Saturday, early Sunday morning, depending on where you were in the world. We had a family reunion in PNG. Marty has mentioned this on many times. This was late for you guys in the States, very early for us people over in Europe. And it was midday-ish or early morning for you guys over in India and Asia. And once again, CEO graced his presence with the family. Again, it was great to see him. He was very relaxed. He was taking questions from David Bacow and other people as well. And if you want to listen to the full transcript of this, a recording has been put by Marty in the update section of your O-Founders back office, and you can go and view it all there and on many other YouTube channels as well. Monday then, what happened on Monday? Bank holiday, guys, in India. That's what happened on Monday. It's Holi. This is where they throw around a load of colours. It's a colour festival over there. So not a lot as far as ONPASSIVE went on Monday. We didn't see the normal website on Monday because of the bank holiday they had in India. But sure as eggs is eggs, on Tuesday, we had that brand new website. Go and check it out if you haven't seen it already. Opassive.com is the place to go. And you will see once again, to commemorate Holi, lots of bright oranges were put into it as well to give that vibrant colour that is also traditional with Holi on the Monday. O-Media then released a February recap on Tuesday that we've just seen. That was really cool to watch. I thought it was fantastic to see what happens behind the scenes of ONPASSIVE, just because we don't see any of these in our ecosystems or on the websites does not mean to say that ONPASSIVE are not continually working behind the scenes, making collaborations and new partnerships with many, many people, businesses, countries and governments, all but for our benefit behind the scenes. Wednesday then was a quiet day on ONPASSIVE, but Thursday today, I will recap this again. We've had a 10-day extension now to OConnect, and this brings us to 13 days in the future from today. That's it from me, Marty. Back to you.
Back to you, Marty.
Fantastic. I was muted because there's background noise. Chris, we'll move on to you, buddy. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me knock Boomy out of here.
I got it.
Well, guys,
I've got them now, Chris.
You got it? Okay. Wow. I'm speechless. I really am speechless because all the things that's happened. As you said, last week I went fishing for the whole week. I never worried about anything that was going on, and a lot of things went on. I was excited to come back and actually see what's going on, and I kind of wish a lot of people would do that. Just go about your day, enjoy yourself, or do your job, or take care of your family. Let Ash Mufareh do all this work and keep going at this. I came across a couple things. I want to explain to you something about me real quick. Yeah, I'm going to make it about me for 5 seconds here. I think both these guys will probably want to hear this too. It's I'm doing what makes me happy. I am responsible for my happiness, and I owe it to myself. Happiness is a choice. You can be happy at any time. Just choose to be. This is for a lot of people that question me what I'm doing. It was my choice to do this. I'm 100% in this, have been since I started. I love everything that it's about and what it's doing because it's about helping individuals, people, companies, organizations, humanity, the world. Never in my life I came across anything that's that special, okay? That is that special for all of us. We came in because we found out we could probably earn a really good income. Happy. That's a bonus. That's a bonus. And I realized that it's going to be a huge bonus. The product's just coming out with Connect. I'm still got goosebumps over it. I'm still blown away about it. The other companies out there that might be listening, watch out. We're here. We're not trying to knock you out. We're just trying to show the world a better way, a better product. That's what we're doing. We invite anyone that wants to be in this platform, be in this company, be in this big heart of a company, to come on in, try out our 3 products. You can check out any founder that you've seen talking about it passive, whether it be a live or a post, and at least check it out. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain, that famous saying, and that's the honest to God truth. We got people from every single country in the world. And I want to say this during the, right now we see a lot of political people coming on asking for money to help them put them in office. Hey, listen, the only thing that's going to change this world, in my opinion, is people. All right, we have a company right now. Basically, when you join this company, you are investing in yourself. It's not an investment, but I say you're investing in yourself. This is the first company that's going to be worldwide where individuals like myself, Fred, and Marty are able to talk with people from all over the world and realize that, yeah, we do have some differences, but, man, we all got families. We all got that dream to do what we like when we like. Only company I've ever seen. You guys know my story. You know Red's story. You know Marty's story. Over 40 years for me working for the man. Listening to what they said, being there on his dime, his clock. And I did that. I want to change that for anyone that's behind me now and generational. I don't want you to have to do 40, 50, 60 years. I don't want you to have to worry about missing something in your family because you have to go to work. All right, that's a big, big thing that I love about Opassive. One thing that it instilled in my head is, man, you mean we're going to change people so they don't have to go to work, where they can earn an income, have that time and freedom to do what they want when they want. That's very powerful. There's not many. Yeah. I did it for 32 years. I could do what I want when I want it after working a 12-hour day. You see what I'm saying? There's a big difference there. Red had his restaurant. He wasn't running himself. He had to go in there every single day and make sure the menus are right, the food was cooked, that the place was clean. All these responsibilities we talk about by owning a company or a business, you don't have to do. And there's a plus. Not have to worry about the food's cooked properly. The floors are clean. Someone came in from late. You don't have enough staff. We don't have to worry about any of that stuff. All right? People out there look at this and they say, it's impossible. It's not impossible. He's actually doing it right now. Not for himself, for all of us, which I've said 1,000 times. One of the things you only hear me repeat. The people in ONPASSIVE are going to change the world. We often use Papua New Guinea about what they're going to do. They have over 13,000 founders in PNG, Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea, if you know their story, there's a lot of bad in there. People dying because there's no hospitals. There's no roads. ONPASSIVE, oh bless, when it gets here, it's going to change all that. 13,000 people in ONPASSIVE in Papua New Guinea are going to change it better for them. And, of course, the other million-plus people are going to turn around and give them a little bit of help. But they're going to do it on their own. Each of us have to look at our own communities. All right, I look at Bless as wow. Bless is going to be a very powerful training educational tool. Knowing that I can go in my community and gather a few people and say, listen, this is what we got. Let's find some people and let's change it. Papua New Guinea, they know what they're going to change it into. We talked about people that died in Papua New Guinea because there was not a road to get them where they needed to be. This is ONPASSIVE. I talk about looking out a different window every day. All right. And when I say that, you really got to think about looking out a different window. Most of us have spent our whole lives looking out the same windows. Maybe it was that little window from work. Maybe it was your front window from home, but you saw the same thing over and over and over. ONPASSIVE wants to give you a different view. ONPASSIVE wants to help in everything that you have, period. There's nothing bad in ONPASSIVE. things are moving along a lot more than we know about it. A lot of people have questions, and I say, listen, you don't have to question it. Just let it happen. Yeah, we've said that for a while, but you really do got to let it happen. We're a different animal than we were 4 weeks ago, than we were a year ago, 2 years ago, when they first started this. This company has evolved. Why? Because the blood flow to that heart is getting bigger each and every day from individuals all over the world that wants change. Politicians have never changed this world, and I'm not being political. For just people are going to change this world. Trust me on that. All right. We let too many people guide us when I think they're leading us down the wrong road. I think ONPASSIVE has got us on the right path, the right road. And we're going to show the world very soon about what we're all about. And what it is, it's about love. This isn't about coming in and knocking people down, wiping them out. We're talking about sliding right in and just showing the world the greatest technology in the world, the greatest products in the world. It's all coming. If you do not believe me, you can go get a free trial of OConnect and check it out, which is going to be I believe our leading product for what's left to come. And a lot is left to come. And he told us this a long time ago. We're going to have a product that's going to lead the way, but it's going to keep improving. You heard Marty talk about greatness. It's an amazing company. Be thankful. I want to wish everyone a very, very happy Easter to the Christians out there. God bless you all. Thank you, Jesus Christ and the Lord, for what you gave us. You came here to do good. And even Jesus Christ, even God gets naysayers. Remember that. Ash Muffareh, he's not a God. He's a very smart man who cares about people. And I wish a lot more people were like Ash Muffareh, because the world would be a lot better place. So God bless you if you got a birthday. If you are sick and you know who you are, we're praying for you. And thanks for all the prayers for everyone. Marty DeGarmo, I'm sending it back to you because you just gave that funny look. Back to you, buddy.
I've got bad news for you. That funny look is freaking built in, okay? I didn't give you anything. I was born with that thing, okay? Anyway, can you guys hear me okay still? Okay. The thing, one of the things Chris touched on, and to me is really a big deal, and I brought it up. I know we bring up stuff over and over and over, but I find that some people, maybe during this time, they're not listening or whatever, because I've had people come back after a webinar and something was said either by Red or somebody, and they go, well, I didn't know that. That goes on every day, everybody. If you do get it and I repeat it, that's okay. It's not going to hurt anybody. But the point is, when great is not good enough, that's fantastic. That is fantastic. And that's where we're at. We're going to take over the world. Different stuff. Look, I'm not thinking, I don't think ONPASSIVE is going to change the world in a week or 2 weeks. But if you give enough people choice, and these are good-hearted people that we've all met, I don't know how many thousands I've met in ONPASSIVE, obviously tens of thousands more than I would have met in my regular life. I mean, there's no way we would know each other. The chance of me meeting Chris or Red would be zero without ONPASSIVE. Me and Red met other places, but we were on that same journey of, is there something there that's legit? In fact, I remember a conversation that I had with Red, and here's what he said. I'm paraphrasing. This is going to be exact. He said, Marty, you're a great, no, here's what he said. This is for real. He said, I can't help myself. He said, Marty, I'll tell you what, the next business I look for, it has to be a product-based business in high demand, right? Something like that. And I went, that's you darn right. Because we were in a business for the year before, 6 years ago, that I'm not sure what the product was. But like a blind mouse, 3 blind mice, Marty, Mike, and Dan, because we were dedicated, anything we did, we went about 11 months too long. Red dumped out in 6 months, I believe, but not us. We went right down to the bottom. But anyway, it's stuff like that seriously, it gets very I remember a phone call, another one from Red. He was somewhere, wasn't in this country, somewhere else. And I said, hey, are you going to start doing videos or something like that? I don't know if he remembers. Yeah, when I get home. I said, yeah, do that. Because at that time, there was few and far between. I think Scott Nelson had already passed away. God, I'm sorry to hear that. And then Mike had a few, and that's where things started moving. And yes, I believe in the beginning, we were selling, to myself too, a hope and a dream. I believed in the dream and I hope it happened. But I don't have that anymore. I haven't had that for 2 or 3 years. Every day, I have to almost pinch myself thinking, not only is this big, it's bigger than big. Like I can't even wrap my head around. As soon as I try to go there, you go 50,000 feet and you look up and you can't see the end of it. You still can't see the end of it. Even after you, and I'll have conversations with Chris and Red, and sometimes we'll veer off into what if. And it's scary, man. You get to that thing and you're going, okay, let's just stop. I mean, this is too much. But it's fun, okay? It's fun to know that it's unlimited. And I mean that for everyone. Listen, when I was in MLM, and I want to say that, I said on my live, but I want to say this. You were limited on how much you could make. And worse than that is, if you made more, they charged you more. To maintain a level, I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you broke even. Fireworks are going off. There's a great thunder in the sky. But the next month you made $50. Okay, that's it. You're shutting down the farm. You're celebrating. You spent every cent you had because you only made $50. But the point is, when you celebrate and you did all that, the company would slide in and say, for you to get to the next level, instead of you spending $200 a month, you got to spend $300 a month. This is no joke. I mean, some people may not know because they didn't get past that level. And I'm thinking, wait a minute. So what's my limit? And then I would look at their pay structure, and the pay structure had a limit. So wait a minute, I'm allowed to help you make more money, but I have a limit. And the answer is yeah, that is exactly how it works. And on passive, not only do we don't have to play the shenanigans about auto ship and all that. Listen, do we pay for the products every month? Yes, but here's what was said. You'll pay one time out of pocket, and then you can pay from your commissions. That's the goal of the company. That was the foundation from very first day. That hasn't changed. None of that changed. It's exactly what was said. It's exactly what's going to happen. Did it happen in the time frame that John Smith wanted or Buster Brown? No. It happened at the time that it's supposed to happen. You can't speed it along. I guarantee if you could talk to Edison and said, hey, would you like this light bulb to work the first week he did it? And he goes, oh, yeah. I think he tried 1,000 times. 1,000 times he had to do it to make it work. But what does everybody remember today? They remember they clicked that switch and that freaking light went on. That's it. They don't care about the journey. They could care less. They click that switch. We take it for granted. We have light. That's unpassive. But we're fortunate. We get to sit at the table while Edison, Mr. Mufareh, builds this business. We get to be part of it. Let me tell you something. No matter what you think, that'll be one of the most things you cherish the most. I don't care how much you make. When you could go back and say, I was there then. I just believe that's going to be phenomenal. Somebody else say something before I hurt myself. Chris, somebody?
Hello, my name is Chris Johnson.
As you can see, it looks like our CEO, Ash Mufareh, is joining us. As soon as he puts his camera on, we'll turn it all over to him, which is absolutely fantastic. But just going off Marty, what he was saying about this business, there is a really good saying, which is the early bird catches the worm. And for many of us here who have been part of ONPASSIVE through the journey from the beginning, That really is a true statement. Why? Because our CEO here decided, if I'm going to do this, let's bring some people with us. You know, many of the big companies that you see out there, they just appear with their products, with their services, and they market to the users out there, hoping that they can sell their products and services. What our CEO did was he said, this is what I'm going to do. This is my vision. This is what I want to try and achieve. I would love you to come along for the journey with me. I really feel that many of us have been privileged to take the same journey with Ash Mufareh without the heartache. Remember, we are shadowing what he is teaching us all the way. We are not having to go through the heartache that he is going through on a daily basis. But one thing is for sure, guys, and that is, I'm sure we can all see now the fruits of his labor. We can all see how big this business really is. We've just shown you a video of February that O Media put out. Just that alone in 1 month should inspire you to know that how much is work that the company are working behind the scenes for the benefit not only of the company but also us, the users and affiliates within it. It really is a privilege to have a ringside seat. That is what we have been able to have with ONPASSIVE. We have taken every step of the way with our CEO, with the company from those early days, and in a very short period of time, guys, that early bird will have its worm. That's all I got for now. Back to you, Marty or Chris.
Go ahead, Marty.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you had anything or not. Yeah, I mean, we could chat about this all day. It's all a mindset. For what I see is, what are you thinking? What is your mindset? What my mindset is, I'm so happy to be here. I can't stand it. I mean, I know, even what I don't know, the picture that's been painted to this point is a Rembrandt. I mean, what else can we go by? If you just go by what we've seen, it's massive. It's massive. I mean, look at what they're doing. That video alone said what happened just in February. This is a company that's on the move, but it's big enough that they're moving behind the scenes. They're not waiting for founders in New Jersey or somewhere to help them change the tire. Okay, we don't have to do anything. All that work's being done. It's going to be done for us. And trust me, when the baby comes out, you'll forget about all the labor pains. It's just the way it is. I don't know how many times in a journey it seems like maybe 2 weeks went by and people get all twisted about, oh my God, the sky is falling. And then we hear something and it's massive. They actually forget all about this big anxiety thing, which they shouldn't have anyway, but people are people. And a few weeks later, that's why I say, I don't go through the waves of that, and how you get out of it is belief. Get tied in, look at what's going on, use your common sense. Look at what the company has done. I don't care. It doesn't matter what they're doing. If you just look at what they've done, some of the organizations that we've teamed up with, what more do we need? And that to me is so powerful. Look at, and I'm looking back, I'll hear people say something and I go, but if you put everything together, don't you know that answer? I believe the answer to most of the questions we have are there. They may not be exactly what people want to hear. I want to have a debate, I was told today. I'm not going to debate somebody that doesn't believe in ONPASSIVE. Why would I do that? A debate means you might win and I might go your way. That's a debate. I don't have a debate. I'm not going your way and I don't care what you think. I've been around a while, okay? 64 years old. I know everybody could go out there and say whatever they want to say. Oh, I'm a marketer. Yeah. And I'm a ballerina, okay? Listen, I'm not. You know I'm not. People say they're marketers. Let me tell you what. You learn how to shovel quicker than the dirt falls in, then you're a marketer. Other than that, you can buy Trappy, you can do all this nonsense, and you stop one day, 1 hour, and your business slowly gets smaller and smaller and smaller and disappears. Because why? everybody's going to have the same mindset you do. I'm going to go, do or die or not. No. Ash has that mindset. All we got to do is jump on the magic carpet. We don't have to do any heavy lifting. I don't have to change light bulbs. I don't have to sweep the parking lot. I don't have to do squat. And when it gets going, the benefit of all what they did, we get all the presents. They do all the heavy lifting. We're going to do all this work, and we're going to share the revenue with a few people, right? We know who we are. And you go, wow. But what about me? And what about this? And what about what? Let it go. Just calm down. We're in a good place. And if after 2 years, and that's minimum that everybody has been here, after 2 years, if you have some kind of issue about ONPASSIVE, this is from me personally, not the company. I do not work for the company. If I had that feeling, there would only be a couple people on the screen right now. I wouldn't stay. No, I'm not kidding. I wouldn't stay. Why would I stay in something that I had this, oh my God, I don't at all, zero. And you shouldn't either. Unless you could go to plan B. Oh, by the way, there was like thousands of people on ONPASSIVE went to plan B. Guess where they are now? I'm just saying. Fact is, there is no plan B. Plan B is let me get back to plan A as soon as I can, right? That's what plan B is. Or you're really dumb and you slam the company and leave and I'm going to do this. And the company that's saving your life is now out of business. It's really sad. Anyway, no, but you're in a good place. All the information is there. The painting has been started well enough that you can look at it and say, wow, this is a masterpiece. Take the time. Don't worry about what didn't happen. Look at what did happen. If you could do that, I mean that. I don't care who you are, what country, what language. If you could look at what's been done up to this point, you should have a smile on your face. That's my opinion. And I don't, sometimes I don't get, and it's not a lot of people. The core of this company is growing every day. The apple has never changed its size, right? We have X amount of founders, that's it. But I think the inner core is getting bigger and stronger and stronger and stronger. And the ultimate is you have a core all the way to the peel. Then you know you're doing good. And we're getting better every day. I see diamonds coming out every day. People doing stuff they would have never done. ONPASSIVE doesn't make you who you are. It makes you believe in what you can do. Big difference. So I'm done talking. Chris, I know you have something to say.
I do have something to say.
Oh. Okay, you're done. Red?
No, really.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
As you say that, and as I listen to all you guys speak, I walk away from people who don't know my value. All right. I know my value. I know what my worth is. I know what Ash Mufareh, I know Marty, Red, I know what their worth and their value is. And that's why I hang out with you guys. ONPASSIVE has taught me to look the other way on people that just want to be not positive, just negative all the time. If I learned anything, if that's all I ever got out of ONPASSIVE, which I know there's a lot more coming, I'm pretty content with that. I've listened to people my whole life. I've had ideas in my head that I want to do for years, and I always let some non-believing person knock me down or talk me out of it. And that's what happens when you work in a big workplace for many years. That listen, some people are all set just because they got a job in the auto factory. It held me back because every time I came up with something or had a better idea, there'd be someone in that building, and I should have learned never to tell them ideas in the first place, would knock me down, and I'd listen to them. Sometimes when you get one of those JOBs and you think you're set, you're not set. It's just holding you back. It's great to make money. It's great to have a decent job. But, man, if you got something in your heart you really want to do and you never do it, you are going to the grave with one big regret. And as you get older, those regrets get a lot heavier. I think ONPASSIVE is going to take any regret that I did have in my life, I'm going to get it back. I'm going to get it back, and ONPASSIVE is going to help me do it. That's why I believe in ONPASSIVE. I look at it as a way that I'm going to own an island someday, okay? Because I've always wanted to since I was a kid. I'm not throwing my dreams away, but then I'm going to buy 3 more islands just for people that's never had the opportunity to just even be near the water. Let them get on that island. You got to think beyond yourself. In other words, The dream that you had, think about there's a million other people that got the same dream, but they're never going to get there. With Unpassive, you will get there. This is why all three of us and many of us have pushed people to the limit of hearing us talk about Unpassive, what it can do. And of course, we have people that don't believe, and that's normal for anything. And that's okay. I will love waving to them from my island and saying, how you doing? And maybe they're in one of those snowy states, but I don't ever want to be in again. But that's the possibilities. Change your window. Change the front door you're going to walk out of every single day. Wouldn't that be nice? And I don't mean walking out your front door because you got to go to the job. Change it so when you're walking out your front door, you're going to go do something that you've always wanted to do. Maybe it was build a boat. Maybe it was start a little league, baseball team or football team, or maybe a dance for little girls and learning how to teach them how to dance. Or boys, same thing. There's a lot of things that you can't. Well, listen, I'm going to tell you straight up. I made good money my whole life, and the things I want to do wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. I think Unpassive, man, well, let me say that. Strike that. I know Unpassive is enough. And it's going to keep growing on me. Growing. Unlimited. Ash Mufare said it many times. Unlimited. That doesn't mean unlimited cash. That means unlimited. Your dreams are unlimited. So if you think about wanting something your whole life and you're not Impassive, keep working, man. You might get it in 50, 60 years. By then, your knees are going to be out. Your back's going to be out. What good is climbing a mountain if you can't climb it? Impassive's giving me the tools so I can climb that mountain. All right? Think about that for a second. How many of you always said I wanted to climb a mountain? Oh, when you're 21, you think you are invincible. When you're 58, things hurt a little bit more when you fall. And you don't bounce as good as you used to. But you know what? I didn't lose hope. I ain't in a hospital. I still talked about Impassive because I believe in it. I believe it's going to change so many lives, but I also believe it's going to change the world for really, really the better. I'll say it again. I think Opassive, and here he comes, is going to stop wars from coming because people are going to learn to work together through this wonderful company. Ash Mufare, my brother, how you doing? Back to you.
I'm doing great. Thank you for the invitation. I am invited here. I have to tell you, you have to be someone to be invited here. And I made it. Finally, I get to invited on O360 on Thursday. Not
That's
the
right.
regular one.
Not the regular
upgraded
one. That's
Yeah.
right.
One thing we know that we have to change the time, guys, if you want me to be here. It's like in the middle of the day, most jammed and productive time of the day. And it's either you make it, I don't know, February 30th.
5 o'clock. Tell us the time and it's done.
or join Raminu. It's not ramen noodle. Yeah, Raminu. Raminu. I'm not sure what the topic is. I try to catch a couple of statements here when I come in. I hear you. I probably sense some anticipation here and there. I kind of like somewhat envy you for that position to be just not to be a part of the chaotic process on the safe side, on the safe bank of the process. That's a good. But on the other side, I'm sure there are some incredible, deserving, curious leaders who would like to be in the kitchen. Or as they would say, fly on the wall. However, uh, unfortunately, we couldn't continue doing that. That's what I wanted to do in the beginning. I wanted to take everybody to the kitchen, and it sounds like at some point it became like a little hazardous in a way, uh, and we just don't want you to get burned somehow, and we had to clear that up. Uh, what I could share with you, based on yesterday's meeting with the legal team that is working with us on the payment processor case. As you know, there are two major processors who are holding the revenue that came in from OConnect up until now. Uh, Two major ones. I mean, there are some tiny ones, and we cleared some of it, but the main balance remains in reserve for some. We also shared previously that some of, or actually the track that we were on, it took us about 3+ months, nearly 4 months on the wrong track with the wrong people. Not that they uh, failed to deliver, but they failed to deliver on the projected time initially. So they kind of stretched the process. I don't think it's intentional, but obviously it was something so simple that the time when it exceeded what it should take, it made it a bit more complex. So we had to contract a complete different team to do that. We've been, this is the third week technically on the uh, case with these people. Uh, there's no doubt from the very beginning that we are going to win this case. There's absolutely no doubt. And it's not a surprise what we heard yesterday. We heard the date. So we got a resolution, we got the date. I probably, it's advisable that I shouldn't share the date publicly, but the good news, we got it solved, or uh, at least we knew there was not any faults on our side, okay? And there would be somebody responsible for that hurt that we got as a return of that. It's a couple of months delay. I understand that. And we know that we have a date very soon, and this will be behind us. So that's the biggest thing in my mind. I'm going to go back and say it's almost like you're one of those who are pushed behind the door, got to stay there and wait. We'll tell you the results of the either stars being born, or I don't know, cooking a meal. You just got to be outside for a bit. Give us some space. We'll give you the result. It's good in a way. A lot of people prefer it that way. Just tell me. I mean, sounds familiar maybe. Uh, Tell me when you're done. Okay. So anyone heard that before? Yeah. As but speaking of that, tell me when you're done. Do you know what the bed or the blanket told the bed?
I'm afraid to ask.
I got you covered.
I
Yes,
got you
yeah,
covered.
yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So that is the main thing. So we got you covered. That's what matters to you. We got you covered. You're definitely in a position that you may not understand the uh, capacity, the value, the magnitude of it fully. Uh, I do. And I hope you're not surprised. In fact, some of our staff, we're a broad company now, uh, they don't even know by design all the details and the mechanics. This business sounds like I thought we could play everything uh, in an open way, like an open source type of application, uh, but it looks like the business nature requires some privacy and confidentiality. We're definitely building a new level of immunity and a new level of confidence. Absolutely, because if you go through what we went through, uh, your your potential and tolerance become much greater. That's one thing. I have to share with you. I have just came across the very best website in 2024 so far, 3 months already in the year, and it called www.onpassive.com, I believe. It is gorgeous. Check it out, onpassive.com. What a beauty. It's a beautiful website. And thank you to our design team once again. They are up in their own game. We will announce the release of OTrim mobile app. In fact, the Google Play or Play Store is already there. I just hope you do that responsibly if you want to do it without waiting for our go. But also, the App Store is coming up by Apple. It's just a couple of days probably or so. It's in the process. They tend to take a little longer, but once that all done, we can announce, and you can, of course, we will add it to the back office where you could have OTrim also on your mobile device. And last probably topic I want to say, overall, I really want you to give yourself a buffer or a breather in a way where we have been talking about this for a bit and we have seen things, okay, in practicality, things don't go exactly as you wish all the time. And uh, you become more aware, more knowledgeable, you gain more experience throughout the process, and you either have more people on board your team or you team up with others outside externally, and you definitely learn, and it's a healthy thing. It is wise to consider that and apply that additional knowledge that you didn't know, let's say a while ago. I believe it's unwise to have all of that and just uh, kind of like ignore it and not to make any use of it. So we should be open to the fact that why not improve if we're able to? What we know today far better, bigger, broader than what we knew before. And we should allow and accept the fact that, yeah, let's uh, kind of take advantage of this new uh, experience and expertise that we've gained. And I think uh, we just shouldn't be all stuck to something that we've fantasized in our childhood and is going to happen this specific way. It's a different life. It's a different field, and I hope you think like me, positively. Take it with a better thing, because you're better today than before when we started the process. And if you apply that, that's actually a powerful thing. Um, and you want to be with somebody that who is on a constant growth uh, journey. You don't want to be with somebody who's kind of like static. It's this way, this way. We have somewhat um, an unbelievable boldness and stubbornness on the principles, on the direction, but perhaps it is very healthy for us to make justifications or enhancements and improvement on the minor details as long as you get there. Uh, One of the ironic things in life, uh, and we see that throughout the internet quite often these days, if people are programmed in a certain way, and if you're just exactly on that lane, you uh, you would accept me, or if I'm with you on the same exact track, you would accept me. But if I'm exactly on the same direction, but using a different method or a different approach, you oppose me. And it looks like everybody on off that track, like you yourself, maybe someone else that you know on that lane, they're all good. You accept it, but anybody else is totally unacceptable, or like you would even kind of clash with them. You see that a lot in social media, the non-traditional social media. A lot of people agree on the same thing. Politics too. Let me tell you something about America. Not now. Okay. Uh, we all agree on the same thing, but if you're not speaking the same exact dialogue, it's like you're an enemy. You shouldn't be that way. But we believe we want the same thing technically, and so you want to go to New Jersey. That's a beautiful destination. You might have a different method. Everybody has their own way to get there. As long as you get there, or you're in that direction, doesn't matter how you do. So if somebody is not on the same exact aisle of your airplane or whatever, it doesn't mean they're bad or their intention is bad. So I hope I'm delivering the fact that we should be a little bit more flexible, dynamic, and accepting different approaches as long as we get there. That's prepping for something that is probably change, but I'm also preparing you. We should always accept that it could be better. It should be better because we know better now. We know more. And I did not prepare again. I don't have any thought other than what I just shared with you, mostly. Uh, because if I have to stay here, I'm going to be charging overtime. If I don't see you by Sunday, happy Easter, everyone. Thank you so much. Somebody's going to be looking for, I mean, are you going to do egg hunting? Okay. I bought a barbecue sauce case for you. All right, back to you, brothers. So whoever want to take it over.
Thanks very much, Ash. Thanks for popping in.
Of course.
Thank you, Ash, for coming in.
Yo,
Leave.
brother. Thank you, brother.
Actually,
Yeah, we're-
go?
No, you don't have to go. You can hang out for 5 more seconds. Come on.
Okay. What
I
are you
think we
gonna do
should.
when I
I
leave?
think Marty and Chris. I think we should maybe move the time so that Ash can hang out for.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
a
give
better
me.
time.
No, I like Ominono Ron. That's a good time. I mean, I think that's a great opportunity. But
Or early in the morning, because before things get
I
what
vote
early?
early in the morning.
What's early? We're
what
all up
time zone?
like 5 o'clock in the morning. Well, our time zone. Don't worry about Red. He's prone to getting.
No, we could do it. We could do it early. Earlier would be easier than later, really. Easier for Red.
Yeah, then
Yeah, it's better for
Easier
me.
for all of us, actually.
Yeah.
You come
And
up
it's
with a
better,
time.
probably better for Ash because he's busy scheduled and he can carry on and do your thing.
This is something where you have to make an executive decision, Ash. This is your calling. It's your decision.
We could do like I don't want to do it while the kids are going to school. 8 o'clock. Is that too early?
Earlier better. Yeah.
8 a.m. would be okay, or 6 a.m.
Earlier,
6,
like
5.
6, 7.
All right, 6. I can do it beforehand. That's not bad. It's just
What
that's
day?
7 to
Wednesday?
8.
Wednesday or Thursday? What's a good day?
Well, we're normally Wednesday. It's only because I had a funeral yesterday. You had fishing,
Right.
and
And I'm just in New Jersey, so
yeah.
I do wanna also make a commitment, so you change it for me. So do what's best for you, but I'm just saying.
it's easier for
This
you
is
earlier.
this is the middle of the day, yeah.
If there's more chance of seeing you, then
You didn't know who I had to leave. Okay, so to be no, seriously, you don't know, and they're pissed.
well, we don't want that, Ash. We want you to do your thing. So
We just want it
will
more
move.
convenient, Ash. Just more
Yeah.
convenient for it. When you come
Yeah.
on, you come on. So we
No.
could do 6 o'clock in the morning, right? 6 o'clock on Wednesdays.
Yeah, sounds
Okay.
good to me.
That actually does get more people, by the way.
Yeah.
We got a lot of people today.
Worldwide, probably. Yeah. Okay, that's what it is. 6 o'clock.
What you should do is set 3 different times, okay, and announce them. No, I'm not joking. In over a 2-week period, and see which one gets better results.
The one that you show up.
Yeah. Listen, he's going to show up on the women's life.
Assuming I'm going to pop on all of them and see which one catches more.
Yeah, we're not that special, Ash. It's when you come on and give us that. Ash talks. Everyone's listening. Red and Marty, Chris say something. They go, eh.
Hey, Chris, I just want to stop you there, but the numbers have only gone up 1,000 since Ash has been on. We had 3,500 before Ash, and there's not.
And they were here for you, Chris. They were here for you.
Definitely a few. You weren't here last week.
Okay. Anyway, next week will be 6 o'clock, 6 a.m.
You go back
Okay,
to
we'll
your
go for
important
that.
meeting. We don't want anybody to get mad at you.
Yeah, we're going to shut it down anyway. You go back.
Yeah.
Whoever's mad at you.
And
Tell 'em
thank you for the
You hang up
information, by the way.
Tell them we
What's that?
apologize.
Would you say, Ash?
You hang up first. No, I'm kidding, man.
Oh.
Bye.
I'll see you.